Earlier this month, Paris Saint Germain star Neymar was asked if he believes there are current players who are better than him. Of course, there is no right or wrong answers here because, even in life, regardless of which industry we represent, there's always someone who is better than us at our job. So today, we'll be focusing on the 5 players who the Brazilian star believes to be better than him. Xavi is eager for Frenkie de Jong to stay at Barcelona and expects the Netherlands international to make serious efforts to stay at Camp Nou. Meanwhile, PSG are in a spot of bother because a player they had been eyeing for a long time is also attracting interest from Chelsea, who desperately need a new centre-back. Before we get started, we want to share the sponsor of today's video. The Onefootball app is the ultimate football platform and is a must-have for every football fan, so that you can follow all of your favourite leagues, teams and players all the time right from your phone. You can be sure to turn on notifications for specific players to be instantly alerted when they score a goal or when they are involved in other breaking news. It is the best and easiest way to stay up to date with everything football. Click the link in the description down below to download the app right now. You won't regret it. Frenkie de Jong is our player. We really like him. We've had offers for Frenkie but haven't accepted yet, as we want to talk to him and find out exactly what he wants. We need to clarify certain aspects of his situation, explained FC Barcelona president Joan Laporta in the last few hours. Close to Manchester United, who have wanted to sign him for several weeks, the 25-year-old Dutch midfielder is also closely followed by Chelsea. The former Ajax Amsterdam star, logically, is the centre of attention for the Catalan media. This Sunday evening, Sport tells us about the conversation that took place during the week between Xavi Hernandez, the Blaugrana coach, and Frenkie de Jong. Above all, the intentions of the FC Barcelona coach are clear. He wants to keep the Dutch international. However, this will not happen at any price. With a very lucrative salary for the 2022-23 season following the sports planning established under President Josep Bartomeu, Frenkie de Jong will receive no less than €30 million annually, a figure far too high for FC Barcelona, who need to limit their payroll. The Catalans have set the salary limit at €20 million gross per year, which corresponds to a loss of at least a third of the salary that the Dutchman is supposed to receive. Knowing that his star midfielder will have to make great sacrifices, Xavi wanted to reassure him by explaining to him that he will be part of the Blaugrana project in the future and that he will offer him opportunities in other positions. Used in central defence during a pre-season game against Inter Miami and Real Madrid, Frenkie de Jong could return more regularly to a position he sometimes held at Ajax Amsterdam, but also at FC Barcelona before Xavi. The winner of the 2010 World Cup, however, notified his player that nothing will be possible if he does not make efforts in terms of reducing his salary. Xavi asked him to almost halve his salary for the 2022-23 season, a daring proposal but which apparently has not bothered the Dutchman. The Catalan Daily explains that the two men left their meeting with satisfaction and that Frenkie de Jong would be receptive to the economic situation of the club. The rest of the Barcelona transfer window will depend a lot on Frenkie de Jong in every sense of the word. In full summer preparation in Japan, Paris Saint Germain's version of Christophe Gaultier is gradually taking shape. Winners against the Urawa Reds 3-0 after a victory against Kawasaki Frontale 2-1, the Rouge et Bleu are preparing their confrontation against FC Nantes in the Trophée des Champions, scheduled to take place at Tel Aviv. On the transfer window side, the upper echelons of Paris, where the management is struggling for the time being to trim down a bloated squad, can nevertheless boast of 2 arrivals, with Vitinha and Hugo Ekitike, and a third should be coming soon. According to our information, a total agreement exists between PSG and RB Leipzig for the arrival of Nordi Mukiele of RB Leipzig. In addition, the Parisian board has already reached a contractual agreement with the native of Montreuil. Followed by the capital club even before the arrival of Luis Campos, the French international defender was, in fact, a priority for several weeks for the new PSG strategist. But a new element has been added to the dossier. According to our latest indiscretions, a new suitor is determined to ruin the deal. In the midst of a struggle in the transfer market, Chelsea are trying to make things difficult for PSG. And to facilitate the transaction, the Blues are ready to put Timo Werner, Leipzig's former striker, in the deal. Oliver Mintzlaff, the CEO of the German juggernaut, dreams of a reinforcement to strengthen his attack. Worried after the defeat against Arsenal in a friendly game, Thomas Tuchel had also not hesitated to push a real rant. We have a lot of players who are thinking of leaving, who are looking for other options, and we have players who have left, admitted in particular the German technician, who then launched an alert call to his management. And for good reason. Despite the arrival of Kalidou Koulibaly and the chances of Presnel Kimpembe to arrive, the priority for the Blues remains a new central defender. In the process of being overtaken by FC Barcelona for Jules Koundé, for whom Tuchel admitted to having no news, the London club therefore decided to activate the track leading to Nordi Mukiele. This is bad news for Paris Saint Germain, who will therefore have to fight until the last moment to attract the former Montpellier player. Despite everything, the club is moving forward with confidence. And, according to Paris media outlets, the objective is to have Mukiele train with the group on Wednesday. If you look at Neymar and how he carries himself on the pitch, the Brazilian may come off as an arrogant person. However, that is definitely not the case if we talk about his recent interview with Oh My Goal. The PSG star was asked if he sees players around him who are technically more gifted than him, and rather than cutting corners, the 30-year-old admitted that he believes teammates Lionel Messi, Marco Verratti, Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne and Thiago Alcantara to be better than him. More technical than me? I don't know if I can answer that, Neymar told Oh My Goal. With all the humility in the world, I consider myself one of the most technical players in football today. Reluctantly, Neymar added, but I would say Messi, Hazard, De Bruyne, Verratti, I'm still missing one? More technical than me, Thiago. So there you have it. All these players that Neymar has named are for sure highly technical. We are, however, a little surprised that Alcantara's name is on the list. But then again, the Spanish international is definitely one of the most technical midfielders around. His range of passing and ability to find the sweet spot every time a teammate makes a run is a thing of beauty. Eden Hazard, on the other hand, enjoyed a decade of footballing brilliance, and while he might seem like a shadow of his former self at Real Madrid, the Belgian is definitely a really good dribbler, just like Neymar.